Let me now show you the control panel or the administrator module. So I will be logging in as an admin. So the control panel is used for user management, application management, and process management. So in the user management, you can configure the user data source, you can import the users, you can create roles, you can define access rights, product access rights to various roles, and then you can also create teams. In the application management, you can configure the data source, you can configure the calendar for multiple geographies, which includes time zones, patterns, and shifts, configure the mail, which is the communication service for processing emails, and then there is also an audit trail which provides detailed information of the processes, and there is a credential manager for you to manage the user credentials. On the process management, you can configure the various data sources, and there is an auto scheduler which allows you to schedule the processes. There is a wizard for configuring the administrator module. So let me take you through the wizard now. So the first step is source, which is essentially the user source. It can be Active Directory, it can be LDAP, or it can be SQL Server. So you have to enter those details here. Second step will be the repository configuration. You have to enter all the repository details here, database details, and then the user import. So here is where you import the users and the various attributes of the user. So in the source column, there is a department display name email, and we would have created in IntelliLeap department display name and email. So essentially what it will do is it will match the IntelliPro column name to the source column name and import the users and their attributes. And then you go to roles. Here is where you can create various roles for the users. Currently I have created roles like business analyst, process owner, and so on. There is a provision for you to add new roles. So once I add a role, I can then define the access rights for that role, whether I want to give them access to the business activity monitoring tool, whether I want to give them access to the calendar, data model, forms designer, and so on. So once I define the role and the access right, I can then add users to that particular role. And then I'll have to configure the calendar. So here I can add as many calendars as possible. If the company has offices across different locations, so I just have to type the calendar name, I just have to choose the time zone, and then the pattern will essentially be the work pattern. So for this I can create various work patterns. Currently the work pattern is Monday to Friday. If I want to create a work pattern which says Sunday to Thursday, I can create such work patterns as well. So I just have to choose Monday yes, Tuesday yes, Wednesday yes, Thursday yes, Friday is no, and Saturday is no, because in the Middle East the working week is Sunday to Thursday. And then I have to save this. Yeah, so this way I can create various work patterns. I can for a particular single calendar I can have different time zones, different work patterns, and I can also create different shifts. So it's a combination of time zone, pattern, and shifts for a particular calendar. Yeah. And I can also define the holiday list for each calendar. So that's the kind of capability the calendar module has. and then I have to configure the email, and once that is done, the control panel configuration is done. So that's about the control panel.